What's up, friends? Welcome to my studio. I'm Mike McFarland, host of the Lake Fork Guides Guide Service and, captain of the guide service and host of McFarland's Corner. I would like to catch you guys up on what's going on Fork area right now in the Free Public Report for basically the third week of January. We are moving quick into 2025 and things are underway. Big changes to the lake in the last 24 hours, level-wise, and temperature-wise, and clarity-wise. We got a lot of water. But prior to that, I want to just kind of, again, welcome you to McFarland's Corner. I want to highlight a few things. Big fish caught by Rainy Oldfield this week. Giant 14-pound fish. It did not come out of Lake Fork. I presume, I'm pretty sure it did not come out of Lake Fork. It was another local lake. But it just goes to show you, even when we just had that 10 days of the coldest weather of the year, the coldest water temperatures of the year, those big giant females, they got eggs, they're calling on them. In just a few weeks, really, 4 weeks from now, we'll warm trend so fast into March, they'll be spawning. So they are very vulnerable, and it's like deer in rut. The next 6 to 8 weeks are the best time to catch a fish like that, even by accident. You just got to be out there to have it happen. Lake Fork's no better place for that to happen. One of the best places, and actually in the entire world, for your odds, your highest odds to actually catch a giant bass. And I don't necessarily mean double-digit fish or a shell-lunker fish. 6, 8, 9-pound bass to a lot of people is a really big bass. So keep that in mind. Fishing's about ready to fire off, but let's give you some conditions about the lake, okay? Monday, we were 401.26. So the 0.25, every 0.25 is 3 inches. 3, 6, 9, 12 inches, that's a foot, okay? We right here on Monday, we were 1 foot 9 inches below full pool, okay? 401.26. We kind of stalled right in Tuesday, Wednesday, but then this rain hit us so hard, we've already come up 6 inches. And I just took a drive. There's no way you could have been on the water, shouldn't have been on the water today, period. It was very big flooding conditions, but I took a drive to Paris. In Paris they're so flooded that the sewage system's not working. The creeks and the drains and like when I went down the 19, I saw the 19 Lake Fork Creek. I broke off to the, I can't remember, 514 I think, and I saw Garrett Creek and Elm Creek. They're roaring water right now, roaring water. So just an hour ago we were 401.72. All right, I'm going to guess we're going up another 5, 6 more inches. We're going to be into the 402.2-ish, which, is awesome for this time of year. I can't tell you a temperature on it because I'm not out there and it's roaring in right now. Well, it's also warmer than the snow melt that we had a week ago. So I guarantee you this is a boost. It will be stained. It's going to be very dirty. It came in very violent. My pond is overflowed and muddy. And so all around, I'm telling you, the lake conditions, they're pretty shook up as of today. Tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, everything really settles down. Sun's going to come out. Things are going to happen, but I wouldn't necessarily go rushing to Lake Fork yet. This weekend might be a little bit disturbed and shocked from temperature changing, etc. What's good, though, is that the week ahead, all right, and this is your week outlook. I'm not the weatherman, but potentially our temperatures are going to rise tremendously. Next week looks like a pretty good warm trend with some 50s for lows, consistent 50 for lows, and 70s for the highs for a week straight. Depending on how much winds we get or not, that can determine how fast the lake warms up. But I expect that there is a full moon as well, about the 12th of February. The next week or so, if we have good warm trends, you're going to have fish move. Are you going to have it all over the lake? No. Just those specific areas that warm up first. It's about warming up. But I promise you there's fish that will be already trying to spawn by March if the conditions allow. We go backwards and get cold, obviously not. It's all about warm trending forward. So just focus on that. Right now I don't, as of this exact moment, have any true recommendations of how to go bass fishing out there. I would go try and find the warmest water I could find. I would try and go, it's shook up. This is tremendous. There's a 30,000 surface acre lake, 27,000 surface acre lake. 39 miles from its longest point, has risen 5 inches in just a half a day. That is a tremendous amount of water. Okay, so it shook up. Maybe go throw a spinnerbait or something real shallow, something. Don't go up in the nasty muddy water, but you might find some mid-grade where you have some dirty water, clean water lines and stuff. But into that or go really deep, where the fish aren't disturbed by any of this, which would be down in the main body, fishing in that 28 to 40 foot range. Find some deep road bed or some shell or hard bottom. Definitely fish hard bottom. Go throw some crankbaits. Some of the mouths of the creeks and things, they won't be disturbed with dirt. However, they can become that way. I've seen the mouth of Williams get dirty. But you might get in those mouths of those creeks and those trees and use your live scope, jerk bait, and a little live scope minnow. This right here is one of the little Lake Fork minnows. This thing's awesome for those scoping. It's just a perfect bait that combined with a jerk bait, get the jerk bait, show the fish, and catch them on the minnow. But you might try that. That's what I got. I'm going to give you a crappie report. Jackie Wiggins, said we're in the winter time of crappie, and typically that is excellent. It's very easy to find huge groups of fish. The thing right now is we just got so stung with all that cold water that a lot of them are shocked. Things are coming around. He said it's up and down. And the biggest challenge too is the winds. These fish now are way out in the main lake, in the open water, in the main creeks. They're out in 18 to 60. He's in 60 feet of water in trees, finding the fish in 18, 25, 40. But he said, first of all, the crappie are a little bit in shock, so you got to be able to just go really slow and get right on top of the nose of them. Drop it on there and don't move it much. And if it's really, really hard winds out there, you're right in the middle of open of it. In open water, you're taking a beating. So when it has been a little bit better weather, light winds, that's when the bite seems to be better as well. He says if the winds are howling and you're struggling, then you might want to, howling, you may want to get some work done around the house. Also, downsizing your baits for the crappie will get you a few more bites. Use the smaller minnows. A lot of times I was a kid, when Dad take me fishing with minnows, I always go for the biggest ones, down the line, and do it backwards. Go for those little guys here in the cold water. You'll be surprised you catch more fish. All right, and that's it. Like I said, timber and brush in 20 to 62 feet in mid-lake areas and south. All right, that's your crappie report. Listen, guys, thank you guys for your subscription. Tell your friends about this channel. I'm going to try through the year to make sure that I do give you some good, decent information about how you can catch big bass on fork and how you can catch crappie on fork. I'm going to keep you updated with some local information, so on and so on. The marinas are all ready to have you. Lake Fork Marina is absolutely ready to have you come out. And the restaurant, Jamie's, is ready to cook you some good meals. And so is everywhere around the lake. On the east side, you got Oak Ridge and Minnebucket. And on the west side, Lake Fork Resort, Lake Fork Marina. Everybody's ready to see you. So let's get out here and make 2025 as good as it seems like it's going to be. It's exciting. Tell your friends about the channel. Again, like I said, I promise in the past years, we've given you some decent information. We do have the members only channel we want you to come subscribe to, where you really get all the information, not just about Fork, but all the other lakes. We do Hubbard and Possum Kingdom and Lake Lavon and Bodark and O.H. Ivy and Athens and Lake Welsh, and we give a lot more information. Love to have you there, and that's in the link below in the description. But I promise that I'm going to try to still make this free public channel valuable to you for Lake Fork only. And like I said, get out there with a Lake Fork Pro Craw Black and Blue, pitch and flip some of the stumps in those creeks, and the cleaner water too. That might be another way to catch a big one right now. All right, so hit the like button, comment below if you have any questions. Book a guide trip with me. I don't have a lot left in March. April has a few days for spawn, and May and June are kind of open for the offshore post spawn fish, but I'd love to have you come out. So thanks for watching.